Hey, what's going on? Feeling like that's fast today. Hey, what's going on? You guys already know who it is. Your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. It feels good. We're gonna jam a little bit before I start talking. What's going on? We're gonna jam a little bit before I start talking today. Shouts out to Nigeria. Shouts out to Africa, man. Shouts out to everybody that believes in me, follows me. Shouts out to everybody that's gonna eventually see this video. Life is beautiful, man, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. We're gonna jam a little bit. Alex, what's going on, baby? Beautiful morning. Another crazy week in the stock market. Almost $43,000 in 5 days. Again, it's non-stop. You know what I've learned in life is that you gotta believe. You gotta believe in order to be great. You gotta think so big that even if you land 20% of how big you think, you're still gonna make it. What I've learned in life, a lot of us, we give up too easy. We don't think big enough, and we're scared. Sometimes we're scared of our own success, and that's what's killing a lot of us right now. Think about this for a moment, okay? I just posted a video. And when you think about it, I remember when I was doing Mentourme 4 years ago, nobody would even take a chance to look at me. Bobby was just talking bullshit. That's what a lot of people felt. And I'm glad to see a lot of people was very honest about it too. Some people told me to my face, which is very powerful. Bobby, I don't believe shit you say. 4 years later, those same people are booking me for $400 to $1,000 just to sit down with me for 1 hour. It's important for a lot of you to understand, whatever journey you're going through, a lot of people aren't going to understand it. And sometimes you need to understand, don't give up on yourself. Just keep pushing. And while you're pushing, you got to understand, you got to get away from certain types of people. As I've elevated in life, I had to learn real quick. Success is a lifestyle. Success is a mindset. And you got to understand who you are and who you hang with. A lot of us, we're hanging with people that don't like us, that's jealous of us, that don't really want to see us grow. And we start to mentally believe that we're making mistakes when we're trying to move forward. As you're growing, you're going to go through hurdles. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to lose money. You're going to lose time. You're going to lose sleep. And a lot of us don't realize that it's a part of your journey. And you're going to have a lot of people tell you can't do it. A lot of people told me I couldn't be a millionaire. A lot of people told me I was always going to be a failure. A lot of people told me I was going to always make $500 to $800 a week. and now, not even a second, sometimes I make $2,000 to $3,000. This morning alone, I already made $10,000, and it's only 9:16 a.m. $10,000. Shouts out to CrowdStrike stock. Shouts out to DocuSign stock. And I'm going to give some of you some plays to look at for some of you that want to really learn. My next play, just to give you guys game in the stock market. If you trade, if you're a trader and you trade, I'm giving you game. Lululemon earnings next week, Tuesday. You may want to take a look at that. Peloton earnings next week, Thursday, I think. You may want to take a look at that. What I just gave you could make you $20,000 to $50,000 if you understand what I just said. Back to the focus. In life, I remember at 14 years old, I was selling candy CDs. Shout out to DJ Expert in the building. DJ Expert is in the building. And when I was selling candy and CDs, people thought I was just a failure then. Oh, you selling 50 cents candy, you selling dollar CDs, you selling $5 CDs. I elevated myself from CDs to candies to cars. Started selling cars, knocking on people's doors who have cars just sitting on their yard for weeks. Just grass all grown in it. and ask. You had, again, what you see right there is brave, to knock on a person's door and ask them, would you sell your car for $500? And a lot of people was let me sell, they'll let me buy their car for $500. I would take the car for $500, make sure they got the title, and sell it back for $1,500. But I've learned that was just thinking small, but I was brave. A lot of people right now are making more money than you because they're braver than you, not because they're smarter than you. It's because they're braver than you. When I'm trading in the stock market, it's not that I'm smarter than you. I'm just braver than you. I'm willing to put 40,000 on one stock. I'm willing to put 30,000 on one stock. I'm willing to put 5,000 on one stock. I'm willing to put 80,000 on one stock. I'm willing to invest and take the risk, but it's strategic. That's the truth. And the strategic component of what I'm doing is something that you can learn. For a lot of you that have booked one-on-ones, that have booked webinars, you've seen some of my tools and my tricks. Are you using it? People in this world, I've learned. I remember when I was making 20,000 a year, 30,000 a year, 50,000 a year. I thought 50,000 a lot of money. My God, I'm making 50,000 a year. Then I went to 80,000 a year. Then I went to 100. Then I went to 200. Then now I'm at 450,000 a year. I'm not stopping, people. I told y'all straight up, I'm not going to stop until I get to $1 million a year. I'm not going to stop. I don't care if it takes me another 3 years. I'm not stopping until I get to $1 million a year. And that's how you got to think. And the moral of this video today is to understand, you got to think so big. Even if you reach 20% of how big you think, you still made a lot of money. You still made a lot of wealth. You still reached 6 figures or $500,000. That's how big you need to think. People, again, Jeff Bezos is human just like you. The only difference is he got an opportunity that you didn't. He's human just like you. And a lot of you don't see that. Oh my God, Jeff Bezos is different. What's different about him? He breathes. He can see. He can hear. One day he's going to pass away just like us. What's different about him? The opportunity. A lot of you don't realize some of the parts of success is opportunity, luck, risk factors, and just understanding who you hang around. You need to hang around the right people. You need to hang around people that's growing. If you got people around you that's not taking any risk, if you got people around you that just want to stay, I want to stay safe for the next 20 years of my life. I want to just put my money in a CD. I want to put my money in a savings account for the rest of my life. Those people are not going to get you nowhere in life. I'm telling you right now. A lot of you want to win. You want to hear the truth. The truth is you need to let a lot of your friends go. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to get to 7 figures of what we call net worth, you need to let a lot of your friends go. Some of your friends, all they know how to do is call out designer brands. Some of your friends, all they know how to do is, of course, do nothing and just talk. All talk. I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to do that. Let me tell you something about that statement. If you're a person and you've been saying that for 2-3 years, you're lying to yourself. I don't understand how people work. You're getting older and you're still telling fairy tales. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. When are you going to start? When are you going to start doing what you want to do? At 50 years old? At 45 years old? I'd rather be young, make mistakes, and lose all my money and start over because I'm young. While some of you don't get that. You want to make mistakes at 55 when you have 3-4 kids, you have grandkids. That's when you want to make your mistakes and lose. You know how difficult it is to come back at 55? You know how difficult it is to come back at 65? You think I want to be a multimillionaire at 60? I don't want to be a multimillionaire at 60. I want to be a multimillionaire while I'm young. This is why I'm doing this now. I wanted to be a millionaire while I'm young. That's why I bust my ass since 14. I wanted to enjoy my millions while I'm young. That's why I'm enjoying them right now. That's why I'm traveling the world. Luckily, due to COVID, I can't travel right now, but I'm still about to take a flight in a couple of weeks. I'm about to take maybe two, 3 trips out the country in a minute. But a lot of you need to understand the truth. I feel like there's 3 parts to life. The mind, the body, the soul. Mind is what you feed yourself education-wise. The body is what you consume because health equals wealth, right? The soul, you need a peace of mind somewhere. I don't give a damn where your peace of mind is. It could be Christianity. Okay, I'm not a pastor. It could be yoga. It could be Buddha. I don't give a damn where your soul at. But you need somewhere of peace. Because as you start to make more money, you got to realize that it changes how you think. And if you don't have that soul to humble yourself, because I'm going to be real with you, I could have been very disrespectful. I could have been very rude to people because I make a certain amount of money. But I said, no, I'd rather teach people and help people because I want them to keep growing. It's not about me at a certain point. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not struggling. I don't need a PPP loan. I don't need a COVID check, whatever the hell, EIDL loan. I don't need none of that shit. I'm all right financially. I don't need a stimulus payment. But there's people that do. And what I've learned in life is, if you want to continuously elevate and be successful, you got to help somebody that needs help. There's a difference. You can't just help anybody. Because a lot of you still don't realize that. You can't just help anybody. Because some of the people that some of you been helping, been wasting your time, and this is time you're not going to get back. You need to help people that really want help. Right now, it's so crazy. It's Wednesday, and I've made somebody's salary in the stock market. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days. Who would have ever thought little Bobby? Little Bobby that grew up in urban neighborhoods. Little Bobby that used to work a 9 to 5, teleperformance and call centers, and Lowe's slaving me, giving me $9 an hour, and what other companies? Target, giving me $9 an hour. Telling me this is the if you work hard enough, we're gonna get you, giving me the best courage. If you work hard enough, we're gonna give you $15 an hour. Oh wow, not 15. Oh wow, I don't want to miss out on 15. Wow. Let me tell you something. Now it's so crazy. I get paid to sit down $400 to $1,000 just to sit down and talk to somebody. If that's not motivating enough for a lot of you to see that you could become anybody in life, I don't know what is. 10, 12 years ago, I was in a position where nobody would even take me serious. I was still trying to figure myself out. I was doing labor for free just because I wanted to learn. I was doing labor for certain millionaires and certain successful people for free just to learn. I remember those days I was so broke that I had to, of course, go help people move, and they'll give me like $30. I remember those days I was so broke. I would ask my sister for $10, and sometimes she'll say she don't have it because she got to pay bills. Now this same sister I'm educating, the same sister, I'm teaching her how to be number one. I'm teaching my family how to grow to the next level. It's so funny how life works. The same people that didn't like you, that was selfish with you when you was younger. I remember that I had certain friends that was selfish with me, that didn't want to share what they had. And now I'm teaching them. Now I'm teaching them how to get to one of my levels, how to get to at least 100. Then once they mentally get past that, how to get to 200. I know I told you guys I'm trying to get this show together for this year. I'm doing a 2-day workshop, teaching you how to manage your money, teaching you how to invest into real estate. I'm not just talking. We're going to stop the bullshit of just talking about shit. You know, one thing I don't like is when individuals just talk. You just talk. I'm going to be showing you the how-tos. All we do is talk. See, with stock trading, the only reason I show you guys how much I make sometimes is just to show you I'm not just talking. That's the only reason. I don't have to show y'all shit. I just want y'all to know that. But I decided to show it because I'm tired of us and our culture being lied to. So I show you guys when I make 2,000, 5,000, 10 minutes, 8,000. I show it to you so you can see it's real. It's really happening. But I want you guys to understand, to practice that habit of not just believing anything people say. You can't believe any and everybody. There's a lot of people that have perception, meaning they lying. They don't own shit. They don't invest in shit. They don't know nothing about the real value of wealth. And they're talking in front of people, telling people that they could be great, telling people that they're going to be successful. How is that possible when you're not successful? You can't teach me how to be successful if you're not successful. You can't teach me how to make $500,000 if you're not making $500,000. You can't teach me how to make 6 figures if you're not making 6 figures. You can't teach me how to become a 7-figure net worth if you're not worth 7 figures. And a lot of us, till this day, we still don't get it. We're still impressed by what a person has on. We're still impressed by what a person drives. We're still impressed by what a person says. That's not adding money in your pockets. That's not validating what the person is saying. Just because you drive a nice car, that does not mean you're successful. Just because you have a big house, that doesn't mean you could afford it. Just because you got a nice nice bag or a nice watch, how do you know I'm not financing it? How do you know the car that I'm driving, I'm not, what is that app called? Turo. I'm not renting my car. How do you know that the picture I take in front of, you know, some people that like to take pictures in front of Airbnb mansions and penthouses acting like they super rich, how do you know that's really theirs? People, that's what I'm trying to say. Think for a moment. Pay attention. You cannot believe everything you hear. At one point I've learned perception is bullshit. Perception is bullshit. I want people to validate themselves. And I think I've gotten to that point because obviously, without the world telling me, without my local community telling me, they're investing. I got people right now. I had two people DM me yesterday. I want to invest $50,000 with you. Something is changing. Remember I told you when I started Mentourme, I thought big. I thought so big I knew I couldn't even reach it. But even if I get 10% of it, I'll be all right. And my 10% is slowly coming. I've learned that life is not about me anymore. The minute I started Mentourme, it wasn't about me anymore. It's about you learning. It's about you applying. It's about you learning that the reality of life is you could be successful. Whatever successful is to you, because it's subjective. Whatever successful is to you, if you put your mind to it. I never thought I'd be in a position where, you know, I own several properties. I have no mortgage. Everything's paid off. People, I don't have a mortgage. There's no 30-year plan with the bullshit. That's all. My houses are all paid off cash. There's no mortgage. Somebody told me when I was in high school and in college, I remember this. Well, if you want to beat a mortgage, just pay double per month. Who the fuck got money like that? I remember when that professor told me that bullshit. I said, what is this guy talking about? Some people can't even afford their mortgage at $2,000 a month. You telling them to pay double. That's not the secret to paying off a mortgage. The secret is simple. You buy when the markets crash and buy it cash. That's it. Or you leverage when the market is down. Because again, it's going to build equity and you're going to take that equity and probably invest into another property. That's how you're going to win financially if you want to beat a mortgage. The guy told that to several students in college. Just pay double the mortgage. Who the fuck got money like that? That's why I said, I'm telling you, I've learned when you're in school, you got to listen to people with a grain of salt. Because really think about it. While I was in school, I remember professors telling me that I need to go to school to be this or go to school to be that. What made you become a professor? What made you come and get this money the easy way and go come in AC and relax and become a professor if the money was so good in what you said? That's why I tell you, you got to pay attention to what people say. I remember working at an office. I'm not going to put the company name out. Listen to another perspective. A guy came in the office and he's like, this year alone, I did 4 million of volume of sales, 4 million. Okay, well, 4 million of volume, you still haven't told me how much you get paid. It sounds good, 4 million of volume. Okay, what the fuck does 4 million of volume equate to in dollars? That's how I think. What does 4 million in volume equate to in dollars? And I realized after he said 4 million in volume, finally, I asked him a real question. What was your commission? Because I need to know what's really going on. You're not just going to throw this line to me. Oh, I made $4 million in volume. Volume in dollars is two different things. Volume in dollars is two different things. What did you make? 4 million in volume. Okay, what does that equate to in dollars? I think he said it equated to when I was done drilling him and he finally gave up. It was about 95,000. Now, the crowd that was there watching this guy, they was so impressed. He has a Rolex watch on. He just did 4 million in volume. All of a sudden, mentally, he's super wealthy. My first question is, what does 4 million in volume equate to? 95,000. I'm not saying that's not a lot of money. But the way you made it seem like you did 4 million in dollars. You made it seem like you did 4 million in net commission. But I've learned in life, we as people sometimes don't even ask the right questions. I'm gonna tell you guys something, okay? In this world, anything is possible. If you hear the stories of some of these billionaires, these multi-millionaires, if you hear even the story of myself, I started from nothing. Working 9 to 5s at Target, Lowe's, call centers, doing everything that some of you are doing. And I've gotten to something. I now own some things. I own assets. So I want you guys to understand, you can do it too. Stop thinking certain things is not possible. Oh my God, I don't have money. In this world, you don't need money. You don't need money all the time to make money. You need to put yourself in the middle of people who have money and the person who wants to, of course, buy something that the person with money has. You need to learn how to broker deals. A lot of us got a mindset that we think it's always about you have to have money to make money. It's not true. And I'm going to prove it to you, because next year, the first time ever, I'm going to be teaching you guys commercial real estate. How do you sell multi-million-dollar buildings with no money? Listen to me again. How do you sell multi-million-dollar buildings with no money? I'm going to be doing that show most likely in June of next year. June. And for some of you, you don't realize how valuable that is. You're letting the world program your mindset. You're letting the world tell you what you're worth. I thought this live today would be great to really have you guys understand. I was in your position. I'm human just like you. I've worked 9 to 5 just like you. And I'm not telling you to quit your 9 to 5. I'm just telling you to open up your mind a little bit and educate yourself a little bit and open up to different streams of income. And when somebody's trying to give you real game, real value, real life experiences, don't just put it in your mind that this guy's just talking bullshit. Okay? I've met a lot of people that dress nice, drive nice, and they're broke as shit. Okay? And as you guys know, I talk very straight. And I met a lot of people that have taught me things. And I've learned to understand the people that have taught me things to, of course, verify that they are doing what they say they do. And I've learned to apply certain things in my life based on what went through in their life, their mistakes. Now, right now, I've been doing this for 4 years, teaching you guys the same thing. And you know what's crazy? There's still people that still don't believe in me. I bought a condo last year, cash, for $100,000 in your face. Some people still. I've made stock transactions. I bought a house last year, $350,000. I posted it, and some people still don't believe me. Oh, he's still bullshitting. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, shout out for the people that do, and shout out for the people that still in denial. People scared. I love what I hear that. I don't know if you should invest into him. I don't know if he's telling the truth. How much more validation do you need? I post everything. How much more validation do you need? You think I'm editing my stock screens? You think I edited a video and faked what I bought of real estate? People, think about it for a moment. And I'm going to tell you my next goal. My next goal is, I told you, I'm buying a building in the next 2 years. I'm buying an apartment complex, 10 to 15 units. And it's going to be 15 people paying me rent. That's it. That's my next goal. That's what I'm putting all this money I'm making into. I'm ready to buy a building and put 15 people in debt. That's the game of life. They do it to us. They've done it to you. So why are you not doing it to them? Why are you not putting people in debt? Why are you going to work every day, paying rent, paying a mortgage, making somebody else richer? Why don't you start to put people in debt? Then now, guess what? One man's debt is another man's income. One man's debt is another man's income. You got to ask yourself a question. What side of the table do you want to be on? Do you want to receive income, or do you want to keep paying debt? People, think about this for a moment. Shout out to everybody that, of course, like, share, subscribe to my Mentourme movement. Shout out to Alex, man. Alex Rodriguez is in the building. Shout out to everybody that believes in the movement. Shout out to everybody that been with me from day one. Haters always gonna hate. They always gonna hate, my boy. And it's okay. I stay motivated. I keep doing what I do. And when people are hating on you, it's a good thing. That means you're doing something good. You gotta have people hating on you. You gotta have people that don't believe in you. People, that's words of wisdom. But one thing I've learned: get away from negative people. If they're jealous of you, they hate on, get away from them. Get to positive people that's doing something in life, that's shaking, that's making moves. And one day you're going to see your success start to flourish. This is your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. People, I'm back to jamming my music. It feels good. Another 2-3 days making somebody salary in the stock market. Like I said, next week, 2 stocks you need to watch: Lululemon earnings and Peloton. It's going to make you a lot of money if you know what I just said. Mentourme.com.